This tip is provided by Hobbies.com, the golf social network.
There is a great saying in golf that you drive for show and putt for dough. But what happens on the occasion that your approach shot misses a green or comes up short? From a scorecard perspective, it is critical that you get up and down in these situations. If you usually take 2 putts because you fail to get your chips near the hole, you are seriously damaging your scoring potential. The good news is that the technique involved in a greenside chip is pretty simplistic. In fact, it can be summarized in a neat little phrase: ball back, hands forward, and weight forward. Step 1. Address the ball with an open stance. Your feet and body need to be aligned, well edge of the target. This permits an unrestricted follow-through and a slightly more descending angle of attack. Step 2. Ball back, weight forward. Position the ball back in the middle of your narrow stance and put up to 75% of the weight on your front foot. This promotes a descending angle of attack and a clean, crisp contact with the ball. Step 3. Swing the V around the axis of your spine. Note that by placing the ball back in your stance, your hands are naturally ahead of the ball. It is important that your hands remain ahead of the ball at impact to ensure a crisp contact with the ball. Note the V-shape formed between your arms and your grip on the shaft. The swing is executed by simply swinging this V back and forth. Feel almost as if it is your shoulders are controlling the swing and just rotating around the axis of your spine. Step 4. Grip pressure. An important swing thought is to maintain light grip pressure. This will create club head lag, in which the wrists may slightly hinge under the weight of the club head. However, do not intentionally hinge your wrists, as to do so would lead to inconsistent contact with the ball and difficulty in distance control. Step 5. Club selection. The key consideration for club selection is your distance from the putting surface and the position of the pen relative to the green's contours. If you are only 2 to 3 inches off the putting surface, then you should use a putter, as your worst putt equates to your best chip in these situations. If you are 2 to 3 feet off the green, and there is plenty of distance between you and the hole, use a 7-iron. The key here is to use whichever club has sufficient loft to land the ball on the putting surface as soon as possible, and get it rolling as soon as you can. This leads to far greater feel for distance control. If you are 10 or 12 feet off the putting surface, and the pin is just on, you will need to use a sand wedge or a lot wedge with sufficient loft to ensure it carries all the way to the pin and stops quickly. When it comes to greenside chipping, there is no substitute for practice, and more practice. The more you practice this simple technique with different clubs, the more your imagination, shot-making ability and feel for distance will improve. You will be shocked at the strokes you shake off your round by practicing this vital part of the game. This tip was provided by Hobbies.com, the golf social network. Feel free to join today, it's 100% free and full of great golfing features. http://www.hobbies.com